Hello, grade 7. It's now time for another flipped classroom lesson. And we continue our unit on thermal energy. Today's topic, more about energy. Whoa! How are thermal energy and temperature related? This is an important question which we have begun to look at in this chapter. Think back to particle theory. The particle theory states that all particles are in motion. Motion is a sign of kinetic energy, the energy of moving objects. Faster motion means more energy. When we create faster motion, we actually generate more heat. So putting these ideas together, we can say that thermal energy is the energy generated by the movement or vibration of particles. That, grade 7, is important. Thermal energy is the energy generated by the movement or vibration of particles. In other words, the more we heat something up, the more thermal energy we create. Now let's take a look at this diagram. Bing. As the bike goes down the hill, what happens to the amount of thermal energy being increased? Energy in, potential energy, energy out. The answer? The amount of thermal energy increases. Scientists can therefore use thermometers to calculate not only the temperature, but also the changes in thermal energy. The technology is so precise that scientists can calculate changes in thermal energy of things that are too small for us to see. You can use thermometer guns like these at the Ontario Science Centre to measure the differences in thermal energy between different objects. And lucky for us, grade 7, we will be going to the Science Centre. I believe it's March 22nd, 23rd, in March, after we come back from our March break. So we should go on a hunt for these thermometer guns. We tend to talk about energy as if it's something which we can see or touch. We can see the effects of energy, but energy is not a substance which we can hold. Energy is a quality or a condition that gives something the ability to move, do work, or cause change. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed from one type to another, or passed from one object to another. In the classic DC comic Firestorm, fans were angry when the original Firestorm, Ronnie Raymond, died in an explosion. But Ronnie did not die, because he was made of pure energy. Ronnie was able to pass his Firestorm energy to a college student named Jason Rush. But that is another story, grade 7. Now, back to our regular schedule, science lesson. When we use machines that burn fuel, we warm the atmosphere. Thermal energy created by heating systems, air conditioners, microwaves, etc., escape through cracks in the walls of a building and enter our atmosphere. Now this might sound great, but it isn't. The accidental warming of the atmosphere is known as thermal pollution. Thermal pollution can cause damage to ecosystems, as the warming of the air and bodies of water can harm and kill various species. Okay? So this thermal pollution can kill ecosystems. Kill ecosystems, you damage our planet. A way for companies to cut down on their thermal pollution is known as cogeneration. Cogeneration is a method of conserving energy by which waste heat or energy from one industry is used by another industry. For example, cooling water from a power plant can be used to warm a nearby greenhouse. In this diagram, Cogeneration is being used to supply power for several buildings. All right, last page, grade 7. Let's see if you can remember any of this. When something is in motion, it has what kind of energy? Kinetic energy. Ding, 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 ding. Blank is the energy generated by the movement or vibration of particles. Starts with a T. Thermal energy. Ding, 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 ding. Energy cannot be blank or blank. It can only be transferred or transformed. Created or destroyed. Ding, 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 ding. When we release unused heat into the environment, we are creating, starts with a T, thermal pollution. Dun, 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 dun. That doesn't get anything anyway. Blank plants send waste heat from one building to another to provide power. Remember? Take a look. Cogeneration. Ding, 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 ding. All right, grade 7. I will see you soon. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.